What up? It's Oreo Gaming, man. We back in here. Today I'm just giving y'all my review to the to episode 125 of Dragon Ball Super. And normally I would have my react to it and upload it to the channel, but one, I didn't feel like doing that shit. Like I didn't feel like setting everything up, and also two, it's just like it's a lot longer video, for like you guys to watch. And so I felt if I just did a review of the episode, then it's short and you guys don't have to like skip through like the a long ass 25, 27 minute video to get to like the big moments or whatever. I can just talk about it like this. And this was pretty much just the episode of Tapo uh being goat. I actually, honestly, I think that this episode proved like I felt this episode did more for Frieza and Android 17 than anything, because them niggas. And there's bias there, of course, because 17. I've said this shit for the longest time. Like Frieza and 17 have been my two favorite characters in this entire fucking tournament. They have been my two favorite characters in this series, like as a whole, since the Goku Black arc with Trunks and Goku Black, obviously. But like Frieza, this nigga stay talking that shit. And Frieza is all like, I always look at Frieza as being like he's the Vegeta who don't catch as many L's. You know what I mean? Like Frieza can actually, I mean, granted, you can say Frieza and Vegeta, they, like, realistically speaking, if they like fought, it'd be like pretty even. You know what I mean? But Frieza, I'm not sure if it's just how the characters are written. It probably is, because we know how Toriyama is with his like hatred of Vegeta, and Goku is the strongest Super Saiyan ever, and like all that type of shit. So it might just be a case of, oh, we gonna let Frieza talk his shit and actually be strong and like whoop a nigga ass, but we let Vegeta talk shit, look like the most badass of badasses out there, and dies, right? Krillin shit. Which Krillin, before I even talk about like the rest of the episode, can we please somebody get Krillin out of here? We don't need him crying and shit every time some niggas shoot off a couple ki blasts, or in this case a bunch of destroy balls. It's a fucking SWAT copter outside right now. I don't know if y'all can hear that shit or not, but they might be looking for me. Shit, probably my brother. Anyway, you know, like, we gotta get Krillin out of here. I'm sick of this bitch ass nigga whining and crying and all this other shit. But anyway, like I said, Frieza and 17 have been like proven. Like, I honestly, going back to when 17 was like first recruited by Goku to join in the tournament, I did not think they would like make this nigga really as OP as he fucking is. The only reason, and I honestly think people have been overlooking 17, because like I haven't seen, like, even when I'm at like work or like talking with a bunch of people or whatever, or in any type of group where people say like, oh, who's the strongest character in Dragon Ball Super right now, you know people, obviously everyone will go straight to either Jiren or Goku, right? And then you get a couple of people that bring up like, oh, Tapo is up there, you obviously Vegeta and Frieza. But I always felt 17 was always overlooked. I felt 17 has been the most overlooked character in terms of power since he was like first, like since he first showed up. Because I'm not saying that 17 could beat Goku, right? But what I'm saying, okay, is that there has been nothing shown or proven so far that would make you believe Goku would beat 17. Obviously, it is Goku, so you would think, okay, he'd win. But I'm saying, like, there has been nothing. The two even fought. You know what I mean? Like, people like forget, like, Goku and 17 fucking fought each other in Super, right? And out of all of this shit, and out of everything we've seen in the tournament, there has been nothing that would say, yeah, Goku would beat 17. Obviously, like I said, I'm not saying 17 would beat him. I'm just saying we ain't seen shit, that would kind of say, yeah, like Goku would beat him, you know, because like 17 is insanely strong in Super. So is Frieza, and I think I really like that though because 17 has always been my favorite android, and to see him actually get that kind of push or whatever you want to call it, so to speak, and you know actually be like a really good character and make it farther than bitch ass Gohan. Like I'm hyped for like all that shit, man. And I was happy as fuck to see this week. Like I said, my two favorite characters throughout the tournament, Frieza and 17, actually like do some team shit, you know. But like I said, this was mostly Toppo's coming out party as being OP as fuck. To where even like Jiren, it was like, oh shit. You know, like Jiren, which I don't know if this speaks to Jiren like being Jiren or Goku and Vegeta being stupid as fuck. It might be both, but Jiren is real deal. Like he's, you know, blocking and shit. Like he's in the middle of fighting Goku and Vegeta. They all sense this, you know, power, which we end up seeing is the God of Destruction power that Toppo has, you know, reached. And Jiren just flat out stops fighting these niggas and stops, and he's like, oh, so you've made your decision, Toppo. You're a fucking God of Destruction, badur, you know. And it's like Goku and Vegeta could have used that opportunity to get back on the offensive. Obviously, would it have led to anything? Probably not. But still, you know, whatever. And then Jiren, you know, or Toppo, I mean, comes out, man. He fucking destroys Frieza. Like, Frieza made this entire fucking episode so fucking lit. This nigga Frieza is hilarious, bro. Like, Frieza be talking so much shit. Like, even when shit gets real for Frieza, and it's like, yeah, Frieza about to get his ass whooped. You know what I mean? Like, Frieza still be talking mad shit. And the ho 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 ho, you know, like, you think you're gonna destroy me, Toppo. Like, you know, that type of shit. Like, this nigga is just funny. But I almost fucking cried, nigga. Like, I thought that Toppo real deal got rid of Frieza. Like, I was like, damn. You know, I thought he would have been gone. 17 came in with the save. And I like the banter between 17 and Frieza, and really everyone that kind of goes up against Frieza, and they all kind of talk shit. Like, it's a whole ring of just niggas talking shit, which I thought that would really added to, like, the episode. And so we end off with you know, Toppo, like I said, wrecking everybody's shit. And I like how Jiren was like the only nigga who isn't phased by this whole God of Destruction shit. You know what I mean? I like that shit, like, because it's like, this nigga OP, you know. So it like, even Beerus was looking at this nigga like, oh shit, you know what I mean? I need to hit the lab or some shit and get good on their ass. like even Beerus is like, oh shit, this nigga can fucking erase niggas, you know. And Jiren is like the only one. He's just like, oh, okay, you know. And like I said, the episode ends just it's pretty much a standoff between 17 and Toppo, and 17 seems to have a plan in mind. His plan earlier, before Jiren got into, or Toppo got into this God of Destruction shit, which this was the kind of the causing factor of him doing it, or, you know, powering up, or whatever you want to call it, was 17 planned on using his, you know, infinite energy to just run out the clock, which we already knew. Like, we could already see then and there, like, okay, these niggas is not finna run out the clock, you know, for 5 episodes, you know, because, or, well, technically 6 if you wouldn't include this one. They weren't pulling that shit, you know. So obviously, so 17 just does a infinite, like, barrage of ki blasts and shit at Toppo. Toppo sees through it, escapes, and then that's how we lead into everything I talked about previously. And like I said, the episode ends on just a standoff between 17 and Toppo. And like I said, 17 seems to have somewhat of a plan, but we'll see next week. And the preview for next week actually shows Vegeta. Actually, I think, I can't remember what they worded it as, but something like a desperation move or some, like, super attack or some shit like that to stop Toppo, like some shit like that. So I'm really fucking hyped to see next week's episode. The big thing, I guess, with Super, and what a lot of people kind of want to know about or whatever, or the main kind of interesting thing, is like the animation. The animation in this episode was good as fuck. You know, like, they got the Japanese niggas that try. when they get in the sweatshop, like these niggas got a good night's rest the night before. They up, they ready to get in that bitch and draw and fucking go in, you know. So the animation in this episode was really like great. Like some of the best animation of the series, just in terms of, I don't really think there was a bad frame in the episode at all. At least there wasn't any that I could see off top. So overall, really cool, really good episode. Y'all let me know what you guys think in the comments, man. I'll let me know in the comments if you guys want me to go back to the reactions, or if you guys just want my reviews here after I've already watched the episode. Let me know. It's been Oreo Gaming. No videos all week, every week. Like, comment, share, subscribe.